This is the first demo video of the Wellness Ninja application. Wellness Ninja is designed to be a pretty simple system for the wellness industry, which allows for professionals to make calendars that are available to customers, handle automated billing for customers and their appointments, including the charging of cancellation fees where applicable, manage the appointments with customers as well as communications about appointment reminders or bookings or cancellations, and actually charge the credit card all the way through in a pretty seamless and easy to use method for both the professional and the customer. So what we're looking at right now is just the dashboard for a professional in our system. This is Joao Yoga Studios. The data is kind of made up, so please excuse all that. And downstairs, or down here, we can see that we have 4 services at the Joao Yoga Studio, and this stuff is all pretty made up at this point. You've got yoga for kids, a couple of different Reiki sessions, and the yoga therapy appointments that you can book. I'm going to quickly go through all the different areas in the application and then go through the actual flow that a new customer would see. So, moving into the Services tab is where we set up all the relevant information for each of the services that our studio or professional organization provides. So here you can see Yoga for Kids, for example, has a duration of 30 minutes. 90-minute Reiki massage, not surprisingly, has a duration of 90 minutes. In the Scheduling tab over here is where things get a little more interesting. So I'm going to look at the schedule for the 90-minute Reiki massage. 90-minute Reiki massage is offered Monday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and also from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The assumption is here that I take an hour-long lunch break during the day. Now, the customer can take any 90-minute slot within these windows, and then it'll pull off of the calendar and be booked for that particular customer. I'm going to go in and, for the sake of demonstration, just add a similar slot on Tuesday, because according to the calendar right now, I don't work on Tuesday. So let's say from Tuesday I start a little earlier. I work from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's because I take my lunch break a little bit later on Tuesday. And then I pick up again at 2 p.m. and I'll work till 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Tuesday's a big day for me. So here now we can see on these 2 different days, I have 2 different windows in which my customers can book my time for Reiki massage, either 10 to 12 or 1 to 5 on Monday, or 9 to 1, or 2 to 6 on Monday. So now we can go back and we should be able to see on the calendar, we should be able to see slots that are available on Monday or Tuesday for booking these appointments. The first tab is where I can see the list of customers that have signed up for services with my organization. Not too surprisingly, most of these are test customers. And I'm going to switch gears right now and actually go through the flow to invite a new customer. So I have the ability inside the application, and I should have mentioned that the app is designed to run on iOS tablets, Android tablets, as well as the mobile web, so there's a lot of flexibility in how a professional can utilize the application. So I'm going to go through, and I'm just going to invite myself as a customer to use the services. So I'm going to invite Ben Quintana is here to use the service. So I'm going to hit send invite. Wait a second, it will say invitation sent. I'm going to go over to my messy inbox here, and I see that I have an invite from Joao Yoga Studio. Now, these templates here are fully customizable by the professional, so you can say, whatever language you want in any of the messages that we send. The reminder messages, the cancellation messages, the booking messages, the invitation messages, all of this text is fully customizable by the professional. I'm going to copy this link actually and open it in an incognito window just because I don't want the professional login and the customer login to get confused. But this is what would happen on the professional side. These screens also are designed to be mobile friendly. So the idea is we can send these invites to a customer, which they can receive on their phone, and then go through the rest of the registration flow on the phone itself. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to register myself as a new customer. I'm going to need a credit card in a second here just to finish the registration. So I type in my name. I already know what the email address is. There's a simple how did you hear about us form, which can be customized for the professional, as well as comments. So now I've set up an account in the system. If I can type the passwords right. Now in the next step, I have to validate my phone number. So I can put in my real cell phone number, 973-440-7932. Send an SMS. Okay, there we go. I get an SMS on my phone, which we will screenshot and show in the video. So I type in the code that I received, F8B918. Now I know that I have a customer enrolled in my system with a validated phone number. At this point, the customer is presented with the terms and conditions, which is something that the professional can upload and maintain on their own. Let's quickly show. I think our terms are pretty ridiculous for testing. But I say I've accepted the terms and conditions, and now I have an account which is almost set up. The last thing I need to do in order to book any appointment which has a cancellation fee is I need to actually have a credit card number on file with the organization. We do accept cash payments as well as credit card payments, but in order to book any appointment which may charge cancellation fees, we need to capture the credit card so we're sure that we can run the credit card in the event of cancellation. So once I have a customer account created with a valid credit card, I can now log in and see a dashboard or a calendar for the professional with which I'm registered. We do have some plans for like certain types of account sharing data, but right now for our initial alpha, customers will have to sign up with each professional individually, which we think is fine. In any case, the customer here, I'm logged in as the customer now, can see a list of the services that the professional provides, and they can book a slot for the appointments. So here I am, and I'm going to look at that 90-minute Reiki massage appointment that I was setting up a moment before. So here I am looking at the 90-minute Reiki massage, and remember, this is the customer view over here on the right. I'm just going to go back to the view for the professional to remind us when the calendar is. So the calendar for 90-minute Reiki massage is 10 to 12 and 1 to 5 on Monday, and 9 to 1 and 2 to 6 on Tuesday. So going back, what the customer sees is he sees a calendar where today is highlighted, and where we are right now with the development is we're at the pretty up phase. So most of the functionality is available, and really we're looking to make the application beautiful. So there's a lot of look and feel things that are going to be changing over the next couple of weeks. So here I am, and that first slot, that morning slot, is not available. So you see I can't book anything in the morning, but the afternoon slot is available. And I can take and block a 90-minute period at any time during that 1 to 5 block on Monday. Or I can hop over to Tuesday and block anything I want in the Tuesday time frame as well. So just for the sake of argument, I'm going to take this block here at 11:30. And I'm going to confirm the schedule, and here it's saying, okay, you're asking for an appointment. Remember, it's 90 minutes from 11:30 to 1 p.m., and it's $10, quite a reasonable price for a 90-minute session. I hit schedule, and now that calendar block should be taken. I got a text confirming the appointment. If I go over here in the appointments list, I can see that tomorrow, the 24th, I have an appointment starting at 11:30. If I go back to the professional also got a notification. The professional also can see that he has a new appointment for tomorrow, the 24th of July, from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Now, at this point, the professional can do a few things. The professional can notify the customer. These icons are going to change so they're a little more user-friendly. The professional can cancel the appointment. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to also show the calendar. If I go to the calendar, and if I look at my 90-minute massage, what I'll see is I have a block taken in my calendar from 11:30 to 1. So both the professional and the customer are seeing the same calendar. Next part of the video, we're going to show some of the billing functionality. So these are some test appointments that are already in the past. This one's in the future. Today is the 23rd when I'm recording this video. So these appointments here I made yesterday for the purposes of testing. Now, since these appointments are in the past, the professional has a few options here. The professional can say that, yes, the appointment happened. The customer came and made the appointment. I can say that the customer no-showed. This would charge the cancellation fee. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through two different billing scenarios. One where the customer came, and the second where the customer no-showed. And we're going to show how that shows up on the billing history, and we're going to also show the notifications that the customer receives as part of this process. So for the first one, I'm going to click and say that the customer actually made the appointment. That the customer made the appointment, there is a message on the screen saying how much the appointment was for, and I get a record in the billing history over here. So I can see that the customer was charged $20. I think this one was actually a cancellation, which is why we were charged $20 and not the full $40. I'm just going to try and go through one more here. And on this one, we're going to say that the customer paid with a credit card. Okay, so I hit C for credit card. Again, we're going to add icons here to make this much more user-friendly. And now if I go over here to the billing history, yes, what I should see is that the customer was billed $40 for the one where we said that the customer showed up, and $20, which is what our cancellation fee is, for the one where the customer did not show up. There are other ways to close the appointments as well, marking that we took cash so no credit cards are charged. But this is the basic flow where a professional setting up a service, a customer is registering and recording a credit card, and then we can send automatic notifications to the customers and bill for cancellation or for the actual appointments. The last video here, we're going to show just a little bit of information in our payment processor, which is Braintree. We'll record that in just a second. Into our Braintree account that we have set up with this particular professional. The goal of the application is to integrate with a number of the popular payment processing gateways that are currently available. So for example, Braintree, Stripe, Square, PayPal. There are a number of these large players in this industry, but for now, our application is configured and set up to work with Braintree. So you can see that all the different merchants have their own web interfaces, so you can see what's happening in terms of your credit card transactions. Today I charged $40 to my own credit card, and just from the last video, if you recall, we charged $20 for the cancellation of a yoga therapy appointment, and we charged $40 for attending the yoga therapy appointment. And I can see that both of those transactions actually hit the credit card over here for a total of $60 tendered today. Braintree has a really good set of functionality around maintaining your credit card transactions. Our application is fully secured and PCI compliant because we never actually see the credit card. All the credit card information is stored with the payment processor, which is the way that you want to do this. And these are the actual credit card transactions. You can go into Braintree and download credit card transaction reports, and Braintree is where you would configure your merchant account to have the monies transferred into your bank account. One of our sort of philosophical design principles with the Wellness Ninja application is we want the billing to be extremely simple. Once we get out of our alpha phase and start charging for the service, there's no per transaction fee ever planned. The money for the professional is the professional's money. So our goal is to configure and send that money directly into an account which the professional maintains. And that's really it. Thanks for watching. We'll continue to record more demo videos as we have it, and we're super excited to be developing this software for the industry.